case, roll initiative.
Oh yeah, +1. Double twos. 3.
Okay, what did you get, Hope?
I got a 6.
Okay, I am just going to be using D&D Beyond for initiative now.
Oh yeah, the initiative tracker.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing.
Mm-hmm. I've already
I
been...
might...
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, give me a second. It was, for some reason, I'm pulling the thing up.
But if you use D&D Beyond for initiative tracking, that means that we can shift ourselves at will. We don't have to.
That's
the
main thing.
Scroll back to because I didn't do my movement that turn.
Mm-hmm. No funny business though, but yeah.
When have we cheated?
I'm talking to myself here.
Oh yeah.
As the two of you, Hope and
Warden.
well, I'm trying to remember the correct pronunciation.
Yeah.
Ela. As Hope and
That's
Ela,
the
you are
lie.
standing in this coliseum with the fairy patron overlooking you all. The necromancer, which bonus points to anyone who remembers his name.
I don't think you ever did give us his name.
Yeah.
I did briefly.
I didn't have it in my notes, which means you didn't give it to us.
It was Dr. Jekyll. Jackal.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Dr.
I do
Jekyll.
Okay, yep, there it is.
All of us. Oh yeah.
I'm surprised I don't have that in my notes.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Jekyll, who willfully put a bag of holding inside a portable hole to teleport him to the astral sea, has been perfecting his craft this entire time. He has a small army of creatures, and that the most striking figure is, first of all, the Skelecrow that you guys fought previously, that the Necromancer jumped into the chest of, now has a giant version as well. Let's turn down this a bit. There are several ghouls and zombies and skeletons, and apparently the fairy thinks this is a fair fight. So with initiative done, the necromancer puts his hood back up, readies his spell book that is attached to his wrist by a whole bunch of leather straps that are looking a little bit old and mangled.
Just to clarify, do we know how the Outer Planes Astral Sea time works?
Is
it running under standard rules, or is it running a 1-to-1 with normal time?
It's relatively similar. It's wishy-washy, more like if you spend a month in the regular realm, then it could be a month and 10 days here, or maybe only 25 days.
Or much more. So it's kind of like the Feywild in that sense.
It's not as extreme as the Feywild. That's much more closely linked.
It's sort of similar idea, though.
However,
I'm just
nobody
asking.
ages. No actual person ages in the Astral Sea.
It's just when they get out of it, the time catches up. I'm just asking for out-of-character clarification.
I don't
Falcon
think
doesn't know
so.
shit.
I don't think time catches up with you if you leave. It's just like your body is frozen in time, and you could theoretically live forever in the Astral Sea.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just curious on the out-of-character note, just because I haven't ever gotten to do much with Astral Sea and stuff.
Right. Most people that come here are in soul form, so it's rare that this happens. But you guys can actually, let me just do it now. Everyone can fly. There is no real gravity here, but you
Yeah, we can still think in a direction.
yes, you cannot
And then move in
leave.
space on
Stop moving.
intelligence.
You cannot leave or enter the actual arena, though. For some reason, though, the ghouls and undead seem to just be solidly set on the ground. The necromancer is moving, though.
Oh, because intelligence 0. They can't fly.
Some of them, yeah. Well, that's as it stands right now, but Isla, you are first.
Um, I'm going to use my bonus action to do insightful fighting against the necromancer.
Okay. He rolls deception.
Yeah, against my insight. Let me double check how that works.
Yep. It's insight against their deception. If
Yeah,
you make
it's
it,
just
you can
it's just
attack.
a contested check, so
Mm-hmm.
that's a dirty 20.
That is an 11.
Okay, then I will get sneak attack regardless of if I'm hiding from him or not.
Fair enough.
And then
It's a
I
pretty good
guess
combination there.
yeah, I guess I will start off by taking one strike at him. And then the other strike at the straps of his book.
Okay. There, it's like attached to his arms, so the AC is going to be really high because it's such a small, weird target. But yeah,
Attack against him as a dirty 20.
that hits.
Damage for that.
The sneak attack.
Where is my Dreadful Stripes? There it is. And he is now my favorite foe.
Oh, fun. Okay, so what was the total damage?
17 it looks like.
Gotcha.
And then against the book strap. That's a 31.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. One of these days I'm going to get a 30 AC villain. It's just like a block of iron.
Do I need to roll damage against that, or does it?
Yes. Just to see if it completely
Ignore
comes
the-
off or not.
Ignore the sneak attack on that.
10 damage?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I would say, okay, as you strike it, he actually brings over his hand, and now it's basically he's using it in two hands instead of one.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
And then I will move 30 feet, and I will figure that out
Mhm.
now. I don't know if I can do much, so I'll just move 15 by 50. Probably just 30 feet up.
30 feet up. Okay. That's easy to measure. Okay, so you're moving Belgian.
We've already established that he can't get in no matter what he tries, right?
Yes, you cannot get in, but you're watching, and nothing has happened yet.
Balgan takes out one of the knives from the infinite dagger bracer that he's got, the flying knives bracer, and he doesn't throw it just yet. He just, instead of an attack, he casually tosses it so that it will clatter to the cart. Let me just here.
As you toss it, kind of bounces off some magical barrier.
Yeah, so this is like Rock
Cobalt
Sasha
Gorilla.
fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He just wanted to test how it worked effectively. Like, he's not trying to attack, he's not trying to break it. He's just going, all
No,
right,
right.
let's see, does this work?
It
Casually
is kind of
tosses it.
like it does have some give and bounce to it, so it does bounce off and hit the ground in
So-
front of you.
Okay, so it just clatters like here.
It's
Yeah.
like
instead of
it's
straight
like
down.
a magic net.
It's a
would you
bubble.
say? Like the nets at a baseball game.
I
Kind of
was
like
thinking
that.
more trampoline. If you were to stretch a trampoline over a cage of this, but yeah,
It's
All right,
still technically a net. It's just a very
it's a
fine net.
very very fine net. Yes.
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, technically a trampoline is still a net.
It's woven, yeah.
in that case, he's just going to lean back and close his eyes and try to recall if he's ever seen Arcana in the exact same nature as this, because while it is looking similar to the Rakshasas, there might be something else off about it. So I'm going to use a bonus action for Arcana check to see if he can recall anything of interest regarding stuff like this.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
Arcana, go ahead.
He knows shit.
No. I mean,
And that's my turn.
magic can be weird. Magic can be magical. Next turn, it is the ghost's turn, and they do their movement, so that's them. The
Ghosts?
ghouls.
Oh, ghouls.
Ghouls' turn now. All four of them rush forward. Let me double check. Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
No, you're good. Don't forget you have the 10 temporary hit points.
And this
I'm not the one being attacked here. Yeah.
I know. I'm letting you know because I'm about to lose hit points.
But yeah, I have that marked on my sheet.
Gotcha.
Just barely
you know.
reaches you. Okay, 4 attacks against you. There we go. +2 to hit. That's going to be a 14, dirty 20, 17, and a 15.
No. I get hit by one of those. I have an AC of 18.
18. Fair enough. And you receive 10 points of piercing damage. As it bites into your arm, the rest of them are clawing at you, and they're not the most... You see they're jerking weird motions as if they each have spasms of their own, and one of their hands, as they try to hit into you, the other one bites into it, just not caring about who it's attacking, just wanting flesh. However, from that one attack, you do have to make a Constitution saving throw. 19, okay. You're completely fine. Now, the Skelecrows go. This giant one... Sorry, no, the small one goes over, and the Necromancer... It kind of forces the Necromancer into it, and the bones that crack and twist to open it, it's not a very nice sounding sound, and the cracking of 1,000 back cracks open up as it unhinges itself, wraps around the Necromancer, stands up, and then the giant one unhinges itself, and this one's more like the cracking of tree branches and trunks itself as it wraps itself around both of them. And that strategy the Necromancer used when you were first facing Dr. Jackal is now doubled up. And it is the Necromancer's turn. He is going to...
Stacking power armor glitch.
Basically.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's just start out with the big boys. Circle of Death. As the Scarecrow stamps its foot, the necromancer unleashes a wave of rings upon rings of
Counterspell.
dark magical energy.
Ooh. Oh.
And
Yeah.
it
Counterspell.
engulfs. Okay, you're within 30 feet? Or what's the range on
Yeah.
counterspell?
Counterspell is
60.
60 foot range.
Okay, what's your level?
It's at 5th level. because
Fifth
I don't
level,
have any
okay, roll
third
for
level
it.
warlock slots.
Roll for it. This is a 6th level spell.
So its DC
Remind
is
me what that is.
16. And roll a d20 and add your spellcasting. I think
That's
I believe so. Yeah. I think that's how.
And
it's
I
Um,
believe
done.
it's 16 if I cast it at 3rd.
So counterspell, it's the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Right.
At higher levels, it's only like you have to equal it, or you have to roll. So yes, you would have a DC 16, and it would be your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, so just d20 plus your spellcasting modifier and beat a 16.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay.
Damn.
It
Hulk just
ripples
holds up his
around
fingers
and
snaps his hand.
it's a burst of dark, deadly magical energy that obliterates any little piece of life that managed to hold on to the little scraps of this dead god. And as it hits you, it's the parting of waves and crashes against the walls, harmless to you guys. Okay, that's the necromancer's turn.
That was something.
That's his 6th level spell down.
Oh,
Okay, Hope, it's your turn.
I love how I've brought flying mushrooms with me.
That's so on par, it's hilarious. Okay, so I'm going to...
oh my god.
I'm going to use an action to get a 5th level warlock spell slot back. Because I have the Rod of the Packkeeper.
As one does.
I am going to fly up 30 feet, willingly taking the attacks of opportunity.
Fair enough. For attacks against you.
I'm actually gonna fly up 15 feet.
Okay, natural 20 and the rest miss.
Okay, hit me with that natural 20.
Okay. That's going to be a... oh, that's not too much. That's going to be 5 points of slashing damage, and you need to make a con save.
Another one? Natural 20.
Okay, you're fine.
Alright. So use 15 feet of my movement there. You've got the... You simply got reach.
Oh, I just realized something.
Oh, what?
You realize. Alright.
Scott, you gave me something for the situation.
Maybe.
Sorry, is it mine? I ran my food finished.
Let's see. Hope
I
you
think
did
Hope
your
is still
action,
going.
your movement.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to find something else to... Oh, wait. You know what? I will throw Bardic Inspiration on Warden.
Okay.
So
Cool,
take
cool,
your
cool,
d6,
cool, cool.
and then 5, 10, 15. I will move closer to the center. Unless, Warden, you have other place you'd like me to go.
No, you're fine.
Cool. That's it.
What was your action again?
I use
Rod of
that
Packkeeper.
to gain a spell slot back.
Scott,
Mm-hmm.
Is it me with my 3 initiative?
No, it's the skeletons zombie skeleton's
Okay.
turn, and they are actually a little bit more intelligent and can fly. However, one has a bow and one just has dual wielding. So let me just get a little range on here. Okay, so the top of the pillar is about 30 feet. And it is going to dash to get to Hope.
Okay.
The other one is going to shoot Hope in the face.
Unless not in the face.
That's going to be 19.
Barely will hit.
Barely hits. Okay.
I would say not the face.
Probably not. Probably like the
7
audience.
points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Yep. And now it is Beast's turn.
Alrighty. I need to double check something, make sure this is a bonus action. Alright.
Got beat, but I'll be listening.
I'm gonna use my action. Is there a way that I don't really have the right things for this, but actually, yeah, I actually do. I will do something. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna try this. If this doesn't work, then meh. I am going to put my spirit totem bear right here. And it has a range of 60 feet. That's 59.9, but that works. Range of 60 feet. I'll put the spirit totem bear there. As Beast just kind of taps the staff on the ground, and this spiritual bear cub starts rolling around on the pillar there. Outside of, I'm guessing, what the field is, but I'm going to hope that this works.
Owlbear.
That works. Yeah, it's a fucking owlbear. Hell yeah. With bear, as it appears, everybody inside the radius gets 19? 19 temporary hit points. Because it's from a different thing than Hope's, they stack.
Is this a spell?
No.
Okay.
This is my spirit totem.
Okay. Fair enough.
Because it's different than Hope's, it stacks? Or
Yes. Because it's different than Hope's, it stacks.
is that
Does it
in the
explicitly
description?
state that? Because that's not how that works normally.
I thought
so
it,
what does Hope
you can-
have? That's kind of.
I thought because you can't get temp hit points from the same thing.
No,
Or-
temp
Or
no
you
temp
receive them.
hit
You
points
might
don't
think-
stack, but you can
You might be
choose
thinking of
to
Pathfinder.
you can choose to get rid of one temporary for
Oh,
a higher
well.
level of temporary.
And I mean, this still benefits Gale, just less.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, 19 temp hit points to anybody in the sphere, but I don't know if it affects you two. That's gonna be Scott Tong.
You do feel a little better.
Sweet.
I think you're
I'm-
thinking of Pathfinder's rules on temp HP, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So 19 temp HP?
Yeah, think of temp. I like to think of temp HP like you have body armor and you have a plate carrier. You take out one plate carrier and put a different one in. That's the way I think of it.
Also, something important is that everybody has advantage on strength checks and saves in that sphere.
Good to know.
Oh, I did it dumb.
So let's just.
Actually, 1 second. I did it dumb.
Oh, it's a 30?
It's a 30. I read 60 as its range.
Okay, so anything from. We'll just say basically anything in the last corner. The last 2 rows of things. Yeah. So if you go in that radius, you can pull them to that and do range. But good to know.
Well,
you're helping.
The temp hit points only happen on its appearance. I misread that. Yeah.
Fair enough.
All I want to do is I want to just change it to Hawk.
Tell you what, the area is more like a dome, so I'll allow you to place kind of on top of the dome and have Illa effect.
Well, I'm totally fine with Hawk. Either one is fine. Hawk is I can use my reaction to give advantage on an attack.
Okay.
And you have advantage on perceptions when you're in it.
I mean, yeah, giving that to Warden would. I'm
Yeah.
saying like,
I will do it in a way that it will help Warden.
yeah, basically it's gonna be more like placing it on top of the dome and helping Warden.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That works.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was my bad misreading the range.
You're good.
And you said that you're swapping it to Hawk.
Yeah, it's Hawk, so you don't get the 10 hit points, but you get the
Owlbear, still
Okay.
technically close enough.
I can use my reaction to give advantage on an attack roll.
Okay, Illy, you have
and you have
advantage on your next attack, I guess.
and you have advantage on perception checks.
Hope for a net 20. Yeah. Anything
And that's my
else?
bonus action. As my action,
I cast Fireball on my allies.
no.
That would be
Just
par
to
for the course
test
of
out the
this game.
defenses.
How long does this take to cast? Every time I look at this, it's like, why did I even take this fucking spell?
What spell?
Conjure Elemental.
I don't think it
Takes a minute.
Oh, never mind.
We're going to...
Oh, because I handed you the pot.
Yeah.
That's why you took it.
I'm going to cast Goodberry.
Okay. You have
And
some.
just store those.
You have some very nice berries. You have popcorn for the show.
That one hit point heal could be very handy at some point, so I will cast Goodberry and have that just in my pocket, and that's what I'll do for my turn.
Okay.
Sorry about the confusion.
Isla, you are back up to the top of the round. Make a perception check for me.
You have advantage.
Who does?
Ela has perception.
23.
23. You. Let me do a couple rolls real fast. Okay, that's not. Those are terrible rolls. That is not very good. Okay, I will let you know what happens when it happens.
Okay.
Yep.
I am going to pull out one of my cornered arrows. I forget what they're called. Let me double check that. Yeah, cornered arrows. And I am going to shoot at the necromancer because it ignores total cover.
Mm-hmm. And he has technically 3/4 cover, but yeah.
It ignores all of it anyway, so
Do you want it on this one?
sure.
All right,
This is
advantage.
going to be my sneak attack one, so.
Yeah, advantage.
Hope for the net 20.
Rogue's got damage.
31.
Jesus.
Yeah, 31 is good. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, do your damage. Damage.
That is just my main thing. Hang on.
Oh, I just got an idea.
Oh no, it did do sneak attack. Okay.
It would be...
Styling influence and favored foe.
Right. So give me a total.
A big number. 1 second.
38.
38.
38 divided by 3. That's about 12.
Damage is damage.
It is
Yep.
damage. And you see, as you strike it, even though you sneak right in between the ribs of these creatures and hit the necromancer right in the arm where the book would have been, a small sliver of damage, barely seeable if it weren't a giant creature, is showing on both of the skeleton's left arm where the necromancer got hit.
Ela, as you lined up that shot as well, you heard a like a hawk screech.
Like diving into the hay and assassin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Second attack, I'm gonna use one of the guiding bolt arrows, and I'm gonna shoot the archer in the face.
Okay.
But of course.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. That hits.
And so that's a 14 for that, and then it's 2d6 for guiding bolt, or I forget what guiding bolt
Guiding
is.
bolt, I believe, is 4d6.
Oh well, then that's my sneak attack, so good enough.
I'll check because I have guiding bolt on my list. Yeah, 46 radiant at level 1.
So yeah, that just use my sneak attack instead.
Okay.
That's the same number of die.
What's the total?
33.
33. And
46
And it's radiant.
blast that thing into next week.
19 radiant.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So the skeleton,
Sorry, I'm
being
helping-
a skeleton, just
sorry, helping
falls
Matt.
apart. It does not have a lot of HP at all.
Especially like in radiant damage. Actually, I don't remember. A lot of creatures don't have weaknesses. Do undead have weakness? Weakness?
No.
Some of them, I believe, do, but yeah.
I think the higher up undeads, sometimes, like I know vampires have it.
Holy cow! I'll have to show you guys this after, but the fight continues.
Yeah, I need to move, but oh, there we go. There we go.
Okay. Balkan.
Can I burn a bonus action at the same time as the action to effectively give myself advantage on a Arcana check?
Sure. Yeah. Use your entire turn for Arcana. Certainly can.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna undo the move.
Yeah,
and
that's
just
what I'm gonna do.
continue.
Is Balvin's gonna keep studying
Go
the
ahead.
spell as best he can.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 19.
19. Now roll. Okay, so basically, combined with the religious knowledge you guys have of this being the crown of the god of like champions and or like dueling, you recognize that there must be some like inherent magical barrier that's meant to protect the sanctity of the duel. So the fact that a totem can have any magical effect on the thing at all means that this is probably weakened than what it once was, but it's still strong enough to prevent any physical outside force or spell from going in at all.
All right. He's gonna nod to that. Turn to his friend there as they sit in the seats. Ear totems. They do seem to affect. If it's not magic, you can probably interfere. But for all intents and purposes, this thing is going to keep us out, short of us actually smashing it.
Yeah. Like, it is...
Well, that's...
It's definitely not infallible, but... Yeah.
Yeah. Balgan assumes, though, that since God, there's no chance that he's going to have the strength to break it just by pure muscle mass. And with that, that's his turn, basically. He's going to lean back and just grumble a little bit because he doesn't see a way to get in.
Okay. It's the ghost's turn. It's now when Isla sees what she saw before with that perception roll.
Isla is at the bathroom.
She is in the bathroom, but she will probably immediately tell the rest of you and shout it out. But on the ship, 3 Silver Spear adventurers. Their eyes suddenly glow blue, a frost blue of the underworld, and turn around to Rosebud.
Oh.
Oh, looks like that's what we're doing.
And you hear the necromancer cackling from inside. That's the problem with you heroes. You always have someone you care about.
So, Scott, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any visual components to what he just did?
There was that glowing the eyes and complete changing of those people, how they were. However, Hope cannot see it. basically Isla's the only one who could. So I will say,
And I was going to the bathroom at the time, so I missed it.
yeah,
Rosebud's being attacked.
Oh.
the
The
three of the
adventurers are
Silver
gonna
Spear
take it.
adventurers have been possessed by ghosts. As you saw a brief inhale of cold, kind of the opposite of exhaling in winter, and their eyes turning blue, them turning around and going after Rosebud. The goblin is quick to attack the paladin, but he's not going to be able to do anything.
Wait, he's attacking the paladin?
Uh, only 3 of them seem to be possessed. The goblin adventurer, his name is
The paladin
Kelekin.
is not possessed, I'm assuming, because of the aura protecting him.
Probably because there was 3 ghosts, but he is trying his best. But he is a tiny goblin, and
The paladin has the +3 spear.
he does have a +3 spear.
Way to give it back.
He is.
Yeah, Balgan gave it back because Balgan figured that if they were going to protect Rosebud, may as well give him the best weapon that they have right now.
But yeah, so that's the ghost's turn. Ghoul's turn.
As theirs
They
ritually.
really can't do anything except jump. They're kind of useless. But they're going to actually come back to the Necromancer and kind of body block him from sight. And now he has full cover.
Not that that matters.
Yeah.
Gale, do you relay what you saw?
Yeah, I was just going to do it on my turn.
Okay.
You can do it
Alright.
very briefly now. I'll allow.
Okay.
Very
then,
few
yeah,
short words.
Go protect Rosebud is what she'll say.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll point.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The beast hear that, and now you are aware
The
of some
dynamic
kind of
duo.
danger.
The dynamic duo, Balgan and Beast. the
Suddenly
big
have to drop
boys.
They have to suddenly drop their popcorn and help.
Yep, the big boys going to go deal with some shit.
Early
The
shot.
giant skeletal monster is going to the blue undead energy that is coursing through its magical enhanced bones. You see faint lines of runes start to appear, and it's going to glare at Hope with the undead hatred for the living. Freezing stare, so I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Is this a spell?
It is an ability.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. 14, both 14.
14. Okay, you just barely succeed. But you do take half damage. So you take 14 points of cold damage. And you feel your body start to lock up, but you shrug off the effect. Bits of frost on your skin kind of flake away.
I wasn't built for the cold.
Now it is the Necromancer's turn. He is going to just do a simple little... Above you both, right at the top of this sphere, a gigantic cloud of gaseous death starts to appear. And it descends upon you all. It is 20-foot radius, so it does cover both of you.
I look up at the spell being cast.
And
I have to burn this for a second.
I believe this is a 5th level spell. If I know what spell this is.
If this is not upcast, and that's why I'm counterspelling it.
what level are you counting spell with?
I have to counterspell at 5th level.
Okay. He is going to counterspell your counterspell
At what level?
at 5th level. He knows the spell.
Well,
He knows the level that he cast at. So
The attempt was made.
yeah.
Yep.
Hey, big deal. You just burnt 2 5th level spell slots.
Did, and he is hating you the entire time, but breathe it in. I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Gordon, don't forget you have my bardic inspiration.
Doesn't matter. I got a nat 20.
Okay.
I got an 8. Damn.
Let me just roll. That's 15. 24 points of poison damage, or 12 if you succeeded. And the area around you guys is heavily obscured. The skeleton doesn't need to breathe, so he is completely fine.
Can you mark where that is, just so that we can see it?
Let's see. Basically, where the... Let me... Boop. Boop. More, oh, wait, no. I'll just say, if you move exactly opposite from each other, about 5 feet, you'll be outside of the cloud. Well, 10 feet.
Only 5-foot step was the thing.
Yes. I mean, if you move 10 feet away from you where you are, you'll be outside of the cloud.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, that is that spell that remains. And Hope, it is your turn.
Okay. Warden, how are you looking?
I'm perfectly fine.
Cool, cool. I'm going to burn some healing light. On myself.
And as you're
Five
doing
most-
that, the necromancer speaks to you and says, "Well, so nice to see you. A bit of a rival, but would you stand down if I promise not to kill your little child? Niece, nephew? I'm not sure your relation to this thing."
Thing.
I shouldn't be laughing. I shouldn't be laughing.
I shouldn't
But that
laugh
was
either, but-
funny.
It was.
That was chuckle worthy.
I heal 17 hit points. Or 17, I'm sorry. I misspoke.
No, you said 17.
Oh, I did? I thought I said 7.
No, you said 17.
Yeah, you said it right.
I'm gonna look at him. It's just an angry look. Rashevsky! And I will pull out the dagger
As you do that,
from my head.
you are completely corrupted into a full hateful loathing, and right now, in this moment, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Ugh.
13 with a plus 10.
23.
No, 13 total. I rolled
Okay.
a 3.
Why does it say you... Oh, because that's your plus, okay.
The hateful loathing of finding the reason this dagger even exists, the reason why Racheli can't pass on and will never pass on, is standing thinking he's safe behind all these creatures. And right now in this moment, if Rosebud were hugged against his chest, you would thrust this sword through her to kill him. That is the level of hatred you have right now for it.
I feel like that's important.
I've got an idea.
So yeah, do what you will.
Okay.
You have movement and bonus, I believe.
Movement and action. I use my bonus for healing.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah. And you're
I'm going to use my
also,
action.
in this moment, you know for certain that death will not stop what's about to happen. Your death will not stop you.
So describe to me how the necromancer is contained within this thing.
Right now, the initial skeleton kind of has a bone cage wrapped around him kind of tightly. Still, he can move his arms and stuff, but the other skeleton almost has fused with the smaller skelecrow. And it is like you are tightly packed. He's tightly packed underneath all of these, like, tree roots almost, weaving and interweaving, and all of these zombies are, these ghouls are covering the cage so that you cannot actually see him.
Okay, now my next question is how high up is he?
He is about 5 feet above the ground. Yeah, so he's about 10 feet in the air.
Alright, I'm going to provoke the attack of opportunity from the melee fighter next to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move.
Which is
30
at
feet.
disadvantage because he can't really see you too well. Yeah, that's a miss.
I just raise the shield and it pings off. And as opposed to striking with the dagger itself, I am going to...
This is now a two-handed longsword.
Okay.
Well, it can be wielded two-handed versatile, but yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, longsword is versatile, so can he use it one-handed if he chooses?
And I am going to use... As I arrive between this grouping, you're going to see Hope just raise his scepter as divine light just radiates around him. I'm going to cast Word of Radiance.
Mm-hmm.
If there happens to be an allied creature within this space, I choose to ignore it. Because I can choose which creature I would like to strike.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to strike every creature that is not allied to me within range, which is a 5-foot radius.
Okay.
So I'd be like here.
5-foot radius. I will say, honestly, how they are crawled upon it, you can hit everyone.
Oof. Oof, oof, oof.
That's what I think. They all need to make con saving throws.
Con saving throws all around. That'll be like a 9, like a 7. What's the save?
20.
20. Success, fail.
Again, save. It says 18. That's definitely not what's on my sheet.
Fail. Okay, so only the Necromancer and the largest Skelecrow succeed.
Everything else takes 17 points of radiant damage.
17 points. Let me double check something. Ghouls. All the ghouls are looking very rough. Very rough. Barely holding on there.
I'm actually going to... Because it'll still keep me within range of everything, but I'm going to move to the side just to make sure Warden can get a shot if necessary, so I don't get clipped.
Fair enough. He
ignored
is still
full cover.
he has still full cover, but let's see.
Which I ignore.
You ignore full cover?
It says on the thing that you gave me,
Mhm.
ignores total cover, so...
Oh, one of those. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Any other effects, or it's just the 12 damage or 17? How much was it again?
They take 17 points
Why
of
is
radiant
stuff
damage.
close?
Because it's AoE.
Okay.
There is no additional effect.
As you strike, the ghouls are kind of blown off a bit, and you get a brief glimpse of the necromancer within, and the crazed madness that is there. You see a hesitancy, and the gashes in his body that are from burns from your spell and the shots from Warden are starting to get to him. This guy isn't really a tank. He's looking a little rough. Even with all the damage being soaked up by the other two. Anything else?
No, that'll be it. I'll just yell out to Warden, don't kill him if you can.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Red Chili very much disagrees with that sentiment, but in your mind, you can discuss it with him.
He's aware, and he will discuss the idea. I'll just DM you, Scott, so I don't split a face.
Sure thing. Okay. Skeleton's going to attack and miss.
Fired and missed.
Beast.
Raybar? Alright. Beast. There's not much I can do at the moment. Let me double check some of my bonus actions. Oh. Double checking. I have to double check. We can cast 2 spells as long as one's a bonus action, one's an action, right?
As long as the casting's time, yes.
Okay. So for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Guardian of Nature.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to choose Primal Beast. So you see Beast starts to kind of get covered in fur, and his face kind of contorts, and he turns into this, like, almost a hybrid between an actual bear and his normal self. And that gives me an extra 10 walking speed, which puts it at 40, which means that I can move to... Oh, I gotta bring myself up. Because I'm moving in a diagonal, but...
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to right... Mirror, 40. And then I am going to cast Moonbeam at 4th level right there.
Okay.
As long as I can see it, but it looks like I've got...
barely see it, yeah.
Yeah, so Moonbeam, my Guardian of Nature drops.
Good use.
It's concentration.
Question, do you want to hit the Paladin and the Trident, and have the Goblin included, or just the Trident?
Is there a way, with 120, with the extra 5 feet, is there a way I can finagle it so they're both within 5 feet, but I'm not hitting anybody that doesn't look angry?
Yeah, pulling it back a bit, I would, say you could hit
Okay.
2 of them, yeah.
Yeah, so it would be like at the 110 mark or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, finagle it. So right off the bat, I need them to make Constitution saving throws. And I'm going to double check to make sure that Moonbeam is it is Concentration, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Constitution saving throws, DC 19.
That's a fail. Both of them.
All right, they take 4d10.
Mm-hmm.
Bam!
What type of damage?
Radiant. 22 radiant damage.
22 radiant. And this is area of effect.
Yep. I don't have any, like, my damage, none of it is really non-lethal.
I believe you can specify with most spells if you wish to do it non-lethally, but I'm not certain.
I personally, as a DM, would rule, like, Moonbeam, where it's just kind of blah. Also, any shape changer. It makes a saving throw with disadvantage, and if it fails, it instantly reverts to its original form.
Mm-hmm. As you hit these two, the blast of radiant energy, you see them look up to the sky through this blinding white light, and the ghosts inside them seem to be damaged as well. As the scream is not just their own, but something else as well.
I am so sorry, my friends. I don't mean harm, but we must save children when we can. That's movement, bonus action, action. Dude, that guard, I forgot had prepared Guardian of Nature. I was like, how am I going to get in range for this? Oh, I could have cast Moonbeam at 5th level. Sag.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
that
you're
is
more
a
likely to
good
kill
turn.
the innocent people being possessed at that point.
I mean, they're
Fair.
silver ranked. They're beefy, but still, yeah.
But, yeah, that's bonus action, movement, action. Reaction comes back.
And it is now. He's not here. Of course, not here. Back to the top.
Valgan?
Warden. Yalla.
Wait,
Need
did Valgan get a turn and I missed it?
Balgan's second.
Yeah, he spent the entire previous turn examining the magic instead to understand how it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my bad.
If I move here, am I out of the range?
Nope. The sphere
You're good.
is back.
Out of Cloud Kill.
Cloud kill, yes.
Okay, I will move here. I see. I see a skeleton trying to attack Hope from behind. I see a bunch of ghouls and zombies on the ground. I'm going to take one attack at the necromancer just because he's my focus target.
Mm-hmm.
Is this your sneak attack?
This is my sneak attack. I want to
Advantage.
making sure that that is working.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, advantage.
That's 33 to hit
Mm-hmm.
with the cornered arrow, so it ignores total cover.
Did you do advantage just in case natural 20?
You have advantage because of my reaction.
Natural 1, so no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that will hit, even with his buffed everything. Yeah, that hits. What's the damage?
Looks like just short of 30.
30,
21?
favored foe, and
Yeah, so
your
let
dreadful
me,
strikes.
Yeah, let me do favorite foe and dreadful strikes. 31.
32,
35.
30. Where are you seeing the one in? Where's the one? That's a 2.
That was a 29, then a 2, then a 4. So 35.
Okay.
29. What? 14 plus 16
Well, I
is
mean,
30.
a third of that goes through, so there's a few points
So
that
it's
are
36.
lost. But
Oh, 14 plus 16. I thought I read it as 15.
Yeah, it's 36 total.
I was reading my to hit.
Ah.
My to hit was 15.
as you
For
hit, a
some
third of the
reason.
damage does go through, but yeah, he's actually looking a little rough.
There, I didn't kill him. I'm going to make sure you don't die now. Then I'm going to shoot the other skeleton with my other with another guiding bolt arrow.
Okay.
Oh, come on now, I had it. He's being a pedantic
That
ass
hits.
and joking around.
25. A number.
23.
Looks like it.
Okay, 23. That'll be it just enough to eliminate this skeleton. As it showers Hope with scatterings of bone. Doesn't even matter.
And I will mark those off. And I am done.
Okay, and Balkan.
With a dash action, Balvin has 80 feet of movement, so according to the measurements, he should be able to make it to right here from
Fair
where
enough.
he was with a dash action for his turn. And I'm going to use bonus action just to check the thing again, just to see if anything's changing. Because clearly the ghosts are under the Necromancer's command. Something's going on with the...
From what you knew last round, it seems like with it being weakened, a creature that can go through any kind of matter, not really be easily seen, and is a ghost, might be able to sneak
that's
through
it.
this weakened force field.
Okay, so it's just a workaround.
Yeah.
He's basically exploiting a loophole. Got it. And that's his turn.
Okay. The ghosts are going. They have been damaged. They're getting out of the moonbeam. He has half of his movement, but can still reach there as the goblin is grabbing onto him, and they surround her and wielding magic and sword and trident right down at Rosebud, looking back towards their master. He is going to say, "Hold on. Don't do anything rash, or else she will get it." Looking up, and the giant skeletal creature points at both of you, Balkan and Beast. "Another step. We wouldn't be too foolish, would we now?
Who has Sam Ex Machina?
I think Hope does.
Balgan does have one of the potions. That was for the dragon.
There's literally a potion called Sam Ex Machina.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not the one Balkan has.
Okay.
I think Hope
Yep,
does.
I have it.
That is an important potion to remember that we have.
Recharges, so the skeleton looks down at you again, Hope, and again tries to freeze you in your stand with a not Grim Harvest, that's the other thing. It's the freezing stare. Freezing stare. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I believe that one fails.
What's
That's a
the
12.
number?
12.
12. Okay. Yeah, 13 is what you needed. So you take 36 points of cold damage, reduced by half. As
On a
Racheli
success.
is starting to take over, you feel a little bit more cold. And your skin becomes a little bit more pale. And the rest of you see him start to appear a little bit more undead. You are paralyzed until the end of your next turn, but you take those 36 reduced by half. 18 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Okay, the necromancer looks up. "It seems you will not listen to reason. Which one? Which one?" He's looking over his book really fast, and yeah. He is going to, at 4th level vampiric touch, the bones reach out, and with you being paralyzed, he seems to be a little bit less defensive, and the rest of you now see more of him as he reaches out with the creature and touch attack against you. Paralyzed, so it's a little bit easier.
Leave it.
I think it's just an automatic crit.
Yeah.
Well,
If he hits, I believe.
paralyzed? Yeah. It's an automatic crit.
Okay, so he does hit, and it is crit, and it is upcast by 1 level, so 146. Get all of my d6s out.
Hope may die, but at least your character will still be alive.
So 19 points of necrotic, and he heals some of that. "19 points of necrotic done. Hope, you are paralyzed. So we are going to... They are
Just
dead.
Just so I understand, that ends on this current turn,
On the end of your turn, now you are back to your own self.
so I have my reaction.
You have your reaction now, yes.
Okay, just checking. That's all I needed to know.
And he has 3/4 cover from you.
That is fine. Did you see the message I sent you, Scott?
Let me double check. I will
Was
read
the
over it as
dialogue
Beast
foolish, Kelly?
goes.
All right. As Beast goes,
Beast's turn.
he said not another step, right?
Not another step implying that don't do anything else.
But his exact words were not another step. I am a Fae.
Yes,
Actually, I
but
think
he
both of us
isn't
are straight
a
up Fae.
He isn't a Fae. This is a hostage negotiation sort of thing. It's very much assumed that if you do anything like you just did, things are going to get messy. There is a spear, a trident, and a glowing staff with possibly shillelagh, and they have all been holding their actions.
I thought the goblin was attacking the paladin.
The goblin is trying his best, but he did not do well against the paladin.
All right, I've got a couple of options, but it basically feels like I'm being told you're still sitting this one out.
What was the last part?
You're still sitting this one out.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Something that you can summon over there.
I can move the moonbeam, but I'm being told that the imply is that I
But if you
not.
summon something on top of Rosebud, then
I don't have any
like,
summoning with that range.
Yeah, this is those. Someone's got the gun pointed to a hostage's head, and in that split second, it's a gamble.
Revivify's a thing. Let's just fucking send it.
I honestly, you just said exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, I have resurrection spells. I mean, she might not like it because it's a druid, but I have a resurrection spell.
That and the trauma.
That is
Yeah.
not a guaranteed chance of success either, I will remind you.
It's a high level one. It's a lot easier. It's reincarnate.
Mm-hmm.
How far away am I? I can't move. Can't move without triggering their attacks. Yeah, this is the Rock Sasha fight all over again. Because it's about 100 feet away from the boat. I can move the moonbeam 60 feet. But
Note, the ghosts are damaged, I will say that.
Theoretically, if you do enough damage, you can kill them before they attack.
But
right.
you can also hold your action.
Okay. I need to read. That doesn't do what I thought it did. Yeah, never mind. I thought that would cause prone, but it does not. I can't see. The thing is like I want to do multiple things. I want to move the moonbeam. Like if I wanted to do it, I would cast erupting earth on them in a way that they couldn't, and then I'd want to move the moonbeam on top of them, so that way they have difficult terrain all around them.
Right, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen?
Action. Wait, no, it's is it an action to move moonbeam? It is an action to move moonbeam. So
Good. Hold your action.
I can do a total of 40 damage. They've already taken 22.
I have an idea.
You're stuck in the bubble.
It would leave Warden alone for a round, but if a ghost can pass through, then I've got another idea.
But you don't care.
Yeah, you don't.
You failed the check. You don't care.
Looking at my inventory, I've got one thing that may help as well.
No,
use the
yeah.
bathroom.
We can't look at your inventory, but yeah.
No, I'm saying looking at my inventory, and I have at least one answer, thankfully.
So this slot has to stay. Fuck it, I'm moving the moonbeam. We can move 60 feet. I'm going to do it so that way I hit them
Okay.
And yeah.
You would also be hitting, just so you know. You would also be hitting her, because they have completely surrounded her.
Has she been hit?
She has not been hit, but she is a little girl.
I have to.
This is a gamble all the way around. All kinds of
If you hit
gamble.
the back two, she could probably survive one hit and give you a chance to get in.
Yeah, I'm gonna move the moonbeam, and I'm gonna do it as I am moving my 30 feet. So I'm doing it simultaneously. So move moonbeam, so I hit the back two. I didn't know there was 3. I haven't been able to see 3 because of vision in Tailspire. I thought there was only 2.
Okay, yeah. There's the druid, the
Yeah.
trident, and the paladin, and then the goblin who is trying to beat the paladin, and yeah, they've kind of triangulated themselves around her. So if you want to hit 2, it's going to be a close shave. If you want to hit all 3 and her, then you can do that.
Kill one of the ghosts, then they can intervene.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's
thinking.
worth taking.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the 2. I'm gonna hit the 2 and hope to
Sure.
God I roll high on. Don't say that, Scott. I've been spending 20 minutes trying to determine what I want to do now.
Yes. This situation isn't a manner of regular combat. This is gamble all the way.
My movement. I can move 30 feet.
Besides,
can
you also
roll-
said that
You can
You
roll
also
an
said that you
insight
were
check if
pet.
you wish.
30 feet. Let me just try one more option.
Okay.
So from right, can somebody mark that for me?
yeah, 1 second.
Because these ghosts aren't actually that strong. This is a complicated situation.
Fuck, too far. But yeah, I'll do the insight.
Okay. Roll for insight.
Oh, dice up, bro. No, I rolled a 20 on the second. 17.
I will say that my passive insight is 23.
My passive insight is 20, so
And what was the
I
thing you
rolled.
rolled?
I rolled a 17. Passive is 20.
Okay. In that case, plus your passive.
And deception DC is 18.
Okay, let me double check one
So I've got that
final
ring,
thing.
so if he tries bullshitting, I'll get nose.
You see, Rosebud has not been completely just a passive victim. She is beginning to cast a spell.
She's casting spell. Fuck it. I'm sending it all 3.
All 3. Okay.
I have faith in me as a player. Has faith in Rosebud.
We are going to put a pin in this
Oh God!
until Balgan goes, just to get everything kind of happening at the same time. She unleashes her spell. You see some bits of lightning come out. The moonbeam moves. All 3 of them start to attack. Balkan does something, and we will put a pin in that as it
What
is.
do these messages?
Isla's
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah. It's gonna be.
Isla, go
What do
ahead.
these messages? I guess I'm just he's kind of exposed now, right?
Slightly, yes.
He said 3/4 covered.
3/4, because he had to get that little bit of health.
I am going to hit him with the guiding bolt one. Now that he's not in total cover.
Okay.
That's not good.
17 to hit.
But question: are you going to use your reaction to give me the thing?
Oh, yeah. Reaction advantage. Without a doubt.
Is there a range you have to be within of?
Nope. It just has to be inside of the area.
19.
19. That'll just hit.
Nice. So that's sneak attack plus the my normal thing, so dreadful strikes and favored foe. Plus 46 from guiding bolt.
So 46 damage total?
4d6.
4. Okay.
So that is a big number, so let me do math.
Math is fun. Nothing
so
else is going
that's-
on.
27 plus 3, that's 30. 32 plus 13. So that's 45.
45 is 15 damage. Okay.
And 13 of that is radiant.
Okay. He's looking pretty rough, honestly.
Okay. I am going to trust and hope. And I will take a shot at the one of the zombies below him.
The ghouls, yeah.
Because
They're
he
all
said
pretty weak.
not to kill him, so that's a 21 to hit.
21 hits, and it has 2 health. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been at least 10.
More than that.
It would have been at least 10.
Yeah, you pin him to the giant Scarecrow's leg.
Okay. And I guess I will just stay here. The cloud didn't move at all, did it?
It has been slowly, like, drifting down and out of the way.
Okay, so it's heading downwards, and I don't need it.
Yeah,
Got it.
down and dispersing. Okay, Falcon.
I'm leaving it to you. I trust you.
All of this is happening
Thank
at
you.
once. What are you doing, Falcon, in this moment where so many things are happening?
Well, according to my inventory, I have 1 lightning spear left, and Balgut's going to toss it at the moonbeam, using the moonbeam as a guide because he can't see the exact situation or the angle he's at. So he's using the moonbeam as a guide to use the lightning command, even if he's going to toss his last javelin into the wood itself and lose it for good.
But yeah,
He's going to use the command. Yep. So he is going to use the command to force a DC 13 saving throw.
Okay, is it just a line of 5 foot?
It's a 5-foot line. Yeah.
Okay. Centered on the beam, which has been slightly back, so I will say it's going to hit the paladin, but nobody else. Paladin and goblin.
And DC 13 dexterity saving throw, taking 46 lightning damage on a failed save and half as much on a successful one.
All right,
He's
if this
He's basically trying to finish off the creatures following the moon.
He succeeds. How much?
12 damage.
12 damage.
all
Okay.
right, so
And
now the
this-
moonbeam damage.
Obviously,
As this
very
is
important
going
inventory
down, I need you all to roll a d20 to see whose effect happens first. The lightning sphere is let loose. All 3 of them are attacking. She is casting a spell, and Moonbeam is moving. I need a d20 from everyone. Sort of a inside initiative.
Can
All right,
I-
I'm gonna be.
Everyone who's doing it, right?
Everyone's
I was
who's
gonna say,
involved,
can
yeah.
I have Balgan's follow beasts, because Balgan is actually basing his entire attack based on where Beast's moonbeam goes.
This is
Right,
all-
yeah, my moonbeam has to go first.
It's
For-
really in the moment, so it's more hope for luck.
All right, I'm rolling an Arcana, but I have a +0, so yeah.
Yeah.
I just did a custom roll 16.
Okay. 5 for
18.
6. And a natural 1.
Yeah, that
So-
doesn't sound very good for the ghosts.
18 for Beast.
19 for... Oh, 19
Rosebud.
For who?
for Rosebud.
For who?
Perfect.
Yes. So lightning bolt, which is I'm guessing what she's casting.
She is
That would be dope.
casting... You see... It's
Fucking
weird.
17th level artificer.
The side of the railing right about over here.
Thunderstab.
There is a bit of lightning that comes out of nowhere, hits the side of the pillar, and a lightning whip lashes out, piercing and kind of electrocuting Rosebud a bit, and she is pulled, doing damage, but she is pulled out of this mess of people.
It's forced movement.
None of them have an attack of
Oh.
opportunity, and the
Wow.
moonbeam
Lightning lure on an object.
and the moonbeam slides over all of them and does roll the damage.
Constitution 19.
Rosebud was always inventive. Lightning lure on an object would get you out of that situation.
Only
Absolutely.
one succeeds, and that's the paladin, who is already pretty damaged from the lightning spear.
So the paladin will take half of this.
And Rosebud is looking pretty rough after that, but still, she's up.
Total of 25, and that would be 12 for the paladin. Radiant.
Even the half damage probably would have. Anyway, you see all of them bend to their knees, hit with this waterfall of radiant energy, and the ghosts, you don't even see them disperse as it disintegrates the magic within them. The druid is still a little under its control, but these warriors
Ones
who
with
had
swords.
the ones who had their actions held, the druid hits the ground where she was, and the other two, all three of them, tackle her to the ground. She is still possessed by a ghost, but all three of them together, there's no chance.
Oh, thank God, Rosebud. Have faith in your NPCs.
And a
Okay.
big farewell to my favorite tool.
After that all happens, Beast is going to turn to the Necromancer and go, "Your laws do not abide by nature's wrath." He's angry. He's in angry mode.
If it weren't for the lance, though, the paladins would have been still up.
Yeah, but it's fine.
It was
Lightning
worthy-
is a nature thing.
Worthy sacrifice.
All that little bit of extra damage helps.
Yeah.
And Ghouls can't do anything. Skeleton, does he get his charge back? Because he really wants to freeze you again. Yes, he does. That's a 6. Con save.
Since this all
rolled
happened on
worse.
technically my turn, do I actually get my movement afterwards? Or
Yes,
do I have
yes,
to
you
use
do.
save resolve? Alright, in that case, I'm going to use 80 movement and try to get closer there because Balcon's going to want to try to control the situation.
Definitely.
Looks like he can get barely onto the deck, so.
Who is the con save for?
Con save to hope. As it is trying to freeze you again, it needs to stop you from doing anything.
And then bonus action. Let's see, get 20 feet. Yep, just enough. Balgon's going to enrage and dogpile. He's going to join in on
Fair
the
enough.
dogpile and druid.
Right, because when you rage, you can move.
You
Yeah, I
hear
get half my-
you
I
hear
get half my
a
movement for my
bone in her
enrage.
shin break, and she cries out. But yeah,
No, he's not going to be. He's not going to hurt her. He's just trying to help hit.
It's-
He's going to be careful.
it's more of just the consequence of 4 people dogpiling a girl.
Oops.
It's fine. We can fix that.
Yeah, that's literally what I'm there for.
But yeah, con save.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah.
Hope.
Hope.
Damn.
What?
Oh, I rolled it twice. It comes out to 10. Or
10.
8 if you take the first roll.
10, you are again paralyzed for a turn and are taking... That is 37 points of cold damage.
Ouch.
Halved because you are partially undead.
Is it round up or round down? I don't
Round down.
Okay.
And you are paralyzed until the end of your turn. The Necromancer's turn.
Didn't it just go?
No, the
The skeleton,
skeletons.
the giant.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm sorry.
He's just gotta do this blight at 4th level.
That's a con save, isn't it?
That is a con save, yes.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, yeah. Half damage. There are my d8s. You take 19 points. 19 points of, I believe, necrotic.
Is that already halved?
Yeah, that's full damage. No, that's halved, yeah.
Okay.
Already halved.
So, Hope inhales the blight.
Actually, halved again because you are partially undead, and it has no effect on undead or constructs. So 19, 18, 9 points of damage. And he looks frustrated after seeing that.
Hope is on death's door and just...
Hope, you are paralyzed, and at the end of your turn, you shrug off of the cold.
I made a promise to someone, and I intend to see that through. Hope is at 1 hit point.
Oh. Okay. Fair enough. Beast.
I did not go down, but I am at 1 hit point.
Yeah.
All right, beastie.
Yeah, the necromancer's looking pretty rough too. Not that
Yeah,
rough,
but
yeah.
But I don't have anything that can probably penetrate that that barrier, right?
Yeah, unless I don't know. We'll see.
So the whole dog pot Balgan's over there, Rosebud's safe. I'm fine with that. What can I do? Can't use my I can use my 5th. No, I'm gonna save my 5th. I'm gonna save my 5th for the eventual reincarnate that I might have to use.
Hey, Scott, a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
A quick rules question.
Mm-hmm.
Being knocked unconscious ends conditions on you, correct?
Yes.
If you get knocked unconscious, yes.
Okay, thank you.
I'm assuming you're going to do damage to you. So.
No, I've got an idea.
That's a terrible
What's
way to
this one?
phrase anything. I have an idea.
That one's that one. I always get mixed up between woodland beings and animals. So many different fae. Summon fae is a different type. All kinds of different things. God, I wish I could switch what fucking thing I put out. Unicorn, I'd be able to heal you guys.
Is it a once a day thing?
It's once per short.
Damn.
Yeah. I can try something. I'd have to be closer.
So we're not continuing to just keep having you be paralyzed. I'm giving you 2 turns. Just letting you know ahead of time.
Yeah, really good rolls for the skeleton, and really bad rolls for you. Skelecrow.
Magic can't go through, but the effect of a feature could. Yes?
It seemed like your, a magical ability was able to do something.
Could I extrapolate that the magical ability of something else?
You can
would
try
work?
anything you wish.
Alright, I need to finagle something here. 60 feet. How high is the dome? Like, I know I put my my dude on top of the dome.
Let's see. That side is a little bit higher than the dude, so it's about
Just tell me when
45
to
feet.
stop. There.
45 feet high.
45 feet high. All right, I'm
From
going
where
to
they're
use
at.
I'm going to use my movement and just kind of hop up over this. I'm going to fly over. Ooh, too far. I'm going to fly over here. Does that give me the range for it?
It would be
Does
the top of the dome. And then-
Which I'm sorry, I'm doing something super funky here.
That's from the center. Do 45 from the scarecrow, and that straight up will probably get it.
All right. Can somebody? There's no way you could draw a line from where my thing is, right?
No, I can. To you?
To where the end of my 60 feet is. I need to know how high
Here, I got
that
you.
is.
Let me just give this guy flying, and then...
Ah, yeah, good shit. I just need to know how far up it is.
So, 45 is there.
Okay. This is going to get funky.
Funky.
I need to shares my initiative, but takes turn immediately after mine. Okay. I'm going to cast Summon Draconic Spirit.
Okay.
Targeting that point where I have my 60, where the little dude is.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. It shares my initiative, but at the end of my turn. So that's my action, is to cast Draconic Spirit. I believe I could choose Chromatic Gem or Metallic. I am going to choose... Has it been doing necrotic damage? Has everything been doing necrotic damage? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to choose Gem then.
Necrotic and poison. It's primarily what's been dealing.
Necrotic.
Yeah, so I am choosing Gem.
Give you a dragon.
So it has resistance. Does it get one or does it get all of them? Because if it gets all of them, that's dope. Choose a family of dragon. A creature determines a certain trait. Holy fuck. It has, just for your thought, Scott, it has resistance to Force, Necrotic, Psychic, Radiant, and Thunder.
Okay. Well, double check that, but yeah.
It's got commas, so I don't know if it's all of them. It doesn't, I just went and checked.
It would be all of them.
Yeah, so...
It doesn't say you choose, it would be all of them.
Yeah, the creature resembles a dragon of the chosen family, which determines certain traits and stat block. The creature disappears when it drops to 0 hit points, or when the spell ends.
I feel like it's one type.
Well,
The player gets to choose one of its resistances and gains that resistance, but the creature itself has all of the resistance. So the player who summoned it can choose one of its damage resistances and take it, but the dragon itself has all of them.
Yeah, so the reason when you summon the dragon, choose one of its damage. So I have resistance to necrotic, I will say,
okay.
and it has resistance to Force, Necrotic, Psychic, Radiant, Thunder.
Sure.
Because it is a gem dragon.
Okay.
Then I'm going to. That's concentration. 1 minute concentration. 1 hour concentration.
Like the
It's
four
large...
talons are on top of the bubble, looking down.
Yep. So, does it have access to it? Yeah, it does. I'm gonna end my turn, and now it's the dragon's turn.
Okay.
It is going to use its movement to move across the bubble to get to a point where it's within 30 feet of the dude.
30 feet of the... that's
Yep.
going to be difficult.
Oh, also, it has 50 hit points and AC 19.
So let me
Did
just...
you cast it at 5th?
Yeah, it's 14 plus level of the spell, so it's a 5th level spell, so 19.
Maybe right there.
It's outside of the bubble, so let's see. This is the closest it can get because it is a bubble of sorts.
Okay.
So unfortunately, it can't exactly get within 30
sad.
feet of the of the necromancer, a giant, I believe.
I
Worth
will
a shot.
mention, Reese, this bubble had give, like it
Yep.
flexed.
Yes,
So
if
I'm-
it was a matter of like 5 feet, but it looks more like 10, 15 feet difference away.
So I'm going to use its multi-attack for its action.
Okay.
It does a number of rend attacks equal to half the spell level, rounded down, so it makes 2 rend attacks.
And it gets his breath.
Yep, and it gets its breath weapon. So
Yeah,
it does a melee attack weapon with my spell attack modifier to hit, so plus 11. So it gets 2. I'm going to just roll a 2-hit cantrip just for sake of rolling. So it gets 2 melee attacks against the bubble.
yes, and it
29
is
for the first one.
slashing against it, but I will say no damage is going to go through it.
And 28, but it would be considered magical, I will say, because it is a magical creature, summoned creature.
Right.
And then it does its breath, which I am going to have it do force damage.
Okay.
And so it 30-foot cone. Each creature in the area must make dexterity
And
saving throw
remind me
against
what
it.
spell this is?
This is Summon Draconic Spirit.
It's from this band.
Gotcha. New spells.
New spells are cool spells.
Yeah.
This is also a 5th level spell. Like this isn't
Yeah.
this isn't a low level.
Wait, isn't this what
Yes, this is what Nidus used. But yeah, this like opalescent gemmy dragon is now there attacking this barrier, and it hits for 2d6 force damage on the what's it? The bubble, if it does anything.
Okay.
Yep. That is it.
It seems like this specific bubble is holding up well against these attacks.
Okay. I was hoping that since it was like not a magical effect, it was the breath would go through.
The
but-
breath, it's force, so you can't really see the effect. Just a concussive, like, vibration of sound, but it's not quite within 30 feet. But it is very valiant attempt.
I tried.
Yes.
I tried, guys.
Yes.
I didn't want to get locked out like the Roxasha fight again.
You're fine. Okay.
Bonus action. Actually, I'm just gonna move the owl bear to be floating right above, or the hawk is what it is, right above Ela. So that way you have some movement speed to be able to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was still in there, but that was
You
fine.
were, but I wanted to give you some more room to move because you were like right on the edge of it.
Options
So
are good. So, Isla, it is your turn. The necromancer's looking really rough, and Hope is shrugging off another paralyzed state of cold.
Well, I told him that I would give him one more turn across the table, so I am going to use my action for an item interaction
Mm-hmm.
to swap to the Bow of Killing.
Bow of Killing.
yeah, I love that item.
With the one arrow?
Yep.
Okay. Fair enough.
If there's anything that we want dead, it would be this thing.
I mean,
Max?
Balgan,
Or immortal.
you
Like
are
a god.
yeah, making sure that at this
You're
point with
working.
all of the combined attacks and everything, the ghost is gone.
Yep. In which case, Balgan's going to dust the druid off and set her down, but he's going to pretty much take up a perch.
Winces at the leg.
He's going to simply take a perch as he probably loses his rage because he's not been attacking immediately after.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, he's going to pretty much sit there, keeping an eye on them, going, all right, we're all staying here. Nobody does anything for the sake of keeping the kids safe. All right? All right. And then he looks over to Rosebud. You're safe. Not going to let anything happen to you.
Gets possessed.
She looks a little terrified.
He understands, but he is not able to really do much beyond making sure that none of them get close to her.
Oh yeah, important note. Moonbeam dies.
Yeah. The lightning that had lashed her across the chest has fizzled out, and she is now kind of curled up. And
if she's injured, can I use my action for something?
Sure.
He is going to walk over and hand her a potion. A healing potion.
She's going to ignore it and is now looking down into the stadium at Hope.
He looks over to her as she watches. I'd be in there too if I could. Magic's keeping us from getting involved, but he should have it. He knows at least well enough to take care of himself.
Okay. Anything else?
He's just going to keep holding out the potion. I can see you're injured.
Oh, no.
Just take it, please.
The skeleton's turn. He has one good trick that recharges on a 5 or a 6, and I rolled a 5.
Jesus, you've recharged every time.
I know. It freezing stare. Once more, con save. You have to beat a 13. 12.
Dude, you've been like one off every time.
No.
Here's the question. You can reach out for help if you wish.
Patron is here.
As the cold takes over, are you reaching out for Rachel's help?
No. As the paralysis begins to set in, there is a brief moment where the consciousness of life just leaves Hope. And then a pendant on his chest shatters. Made a promise! And I will use the periaptive wound closure to bring myself back up to 1 HP and end the paralysis effect.
Okay, here's the thing. As you take the cold damage from the failed save, Rachel is not exactly going to let you go unconscious.
I
So it's a
believe
matter-
Parapath of Wound Closure says when you're reduced to 0 HP.
Yes.
So that is a different
Double check the
thing
exact
than
wording,
unconscious.
because that will be a major difference.
Yeah, I believe it says at 0 HP.
I believe it works like
It's pretty much the barbarian thing.
uh
I would agree.
you
Just-
stabilize whenever you're dying. In addition, where is it?
You stabilize when you're dying at the start of your turn.
No, there's more. I know you can come right back.
Yeah. Okay, that's that one.
Isn't it because we tweaked the periapt accordingly?
Yeah, because I can use it for the,
It was changed to have instead of being every turn, it was on a long cooldown instead in exchange.
Yeah.
Well, the normal Parapath of Wound Closure is the one that whenever you roll hit dice to regain hit points, double the number.
Yeah.
But Scott changed it. I know that because Scott, you said that was really strong and you tweaked it.
So this is going to come down to a roll.
What am I rolling?
Basically.
You want it to be a charisma save again?
Basically, it's
Scott,
going
can
to
I weigh
be-
in?
Yeah.
What about I almost said a wisdom. Will save, Jesus Christ.
It's more of
Pathfinder.
because Rachel is going to completely take over, sort of, once you go down like you did before. And
Yeah, I was thinking Will from Pathfinder, so ignore my
so
suggestion.
it's more of a who can do something faster. If the item can recognize and trigger when you're dying, but you're undead, so it's a weird area. So I need Drew to just roll a straight d20, and I will do the same.
Rollies!
Rollies. I'll use my black and green necrotic dice.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
What'd you roll?
A 3.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
One off the entire time.
Story of this game.
You know, we joke about how many curses Hope has, but I think the biggest curse he's dealt with is the dice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So as I start to fall unconscious, I grip the pendant, and I just. Warden, you see it. You see the shift in my demeanor as I reach out a hand to what I presume to be my patron. You can stop. As he comes back up through Richelli.
Mm-hmm. You now are completely an undead creature. And you never died. You made that promise. And you're keeping to it in one of the worst ways that is possible. Roll a percentile dice.
I spelled roll right.
Yeah, D100.
15.
15. Okay, and your level is
You're joking. I'm a 1 off again. I'm 14.
14.
Hope really is cursed by the dice.
Yeah. Okay. Rachelli's sword is now your phylactery. It is the necromancer's turn. He doesn't know what's going on. And he is terrified of what's going on. Even through his madness, everything is going wrong. You are not dying. His spells aren't working. He is going to Dimension Door.
Counter spell.
That's 5th level.
What level?
It has to be 5th.
Hope, what level counterspell?
5th.
5th level. Fizzles.
4th levels.
His last 4th level slot. He has no 5th or 6th. And you see part of his book itself has been burnt by the amount of magic that has been expended. And he has nowhere else to go. It's your turn. You have your turn.
With one hand, I look at Richelli's sword. And I still have my faculties within a reasonable degree, yes?
Nothing else matters except taking his life and storing it within your now phylactery for his soul to gain eternal torment through Rachelli. Never to pass on.
It's a long sword, correct? For the purposes of
It
this?
is now a longsword, yes.
So I'm just going, and it's still using my charisma. And what is its damage? Because I remember it was 1d6 necrotic, 1d6 radiant originally.
1d8 and then 1d10.
Okay.
If you're two-handing it.
Respectively.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
is it?
So it was dealing 1d6 and 1d8, radiant, or 1d6 and 1d6 necrotic, 1d6 radiant on a swing as a short sword. Is it now 1d8 of each?
Or 1d10 if you two-hand.
The base
I
damage will
interpreted
be 1d8 or 1d10. The first one. The rest stay the same for now.
Oh, I get the 1d8 in addition to the rest of it. Okay. Give me a second. Damage.
You know what? It's going to be a Horcrux. So what's your attack and damage?
So I'm just going to make it 2d6, and I'm going to list it as necrotic and radiant for
Mhm.
the other thing, because I only have one extra damage field.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take the sword in one hand, and I'm going to shove it down his throat.
Fair enough.
That's a 25 to hit.
Weird. That hits, even with his bonus AC.
13 slashing damage because of the charisma additive, and then 7 radiant and necrotic. I'm not certain which is which. Well, actually, I can't answer that. Why did it roll 4d6? Hold on. That's weird. Okay. That should actually be 5 radiant, 5 necrotic. I don't know why it rolled the... Oh, because I have advantage. Or it's rolling twice. Okay, never mind.
Are you doing more than 13 damage?
Yeah, I'll be doing 20 damage total. I'm going to shove it down his throat and cut out his tongue.
As you shove it down his throat, you start to cut down, and then the sword buckles in your hand, and his entire being starts to get sucked into the sword itself. And there's not a single speck of blood that is left after this total crunching, disintegrating pull of Dr. Jackal.
As this happens, can I use my reaction to have Balgan reach to cover Rosebud's eyes?
Yes.
He does so. Make sure she doesn't see
here's my
this.
first question. Do I kill him doing this?
Absolutely. Erase him
next
from
question.
existence.
Can I burn a bonus action as he starts to get sucked into the sword? I'm going to spend my meta magic. And as he does, even in death, I am taking your magic from you. I reach my other hand in, and I cast Create Bonfire on my hand, grabbing his tongue.
The burning to ash. So as we're saying Hulkrix, it's very much like Voldemort when he turns to ash, as sucked in, destroyed, burnt, and you get the feeling in your sword that his soul will continue to be burning to enhance your own power for many decades to come. And I want you to change your race from Tiefling to Lich.
Partway through doing that. Gotcha. So tell me what that will change when we get there.
Yeah. It'll take some time to understand, as you're not statted as a monster Lich. It's a new kind of Lich, but you are you.
Do I still have that link with Rochelle? Like, can I still communicate with her?
In this moment, before you can communicate, the dome collapses, and
There's
the
Jack falling.
fairy comes to the edge and looks down. Well done.
Well,
One
in
thing.
my damage go ahead.
One
I'm just
thing
gonna-
left. I know you and understand, so choose. And you see. Inside your sword, you see the vision of Rachel, who is now a ghostly apparition just the way you met her before, stabbing into a gem, which must be the necromancer's soul that is dark, and a rotting gem is the best way to describe it. And you are now the dagger that she wields as she does this. And here's the question. Piercing through this gem will cause the eternal torment. Right now, he is just a soul. But in doing so, you see 2 more gems, very small, tethered to 2 other people in its way. If you stab through these 3 gems in this moment, Racheli will be freed of any control she has over you. Absolution. The necromancer will get what he deserves. And 2 other people in the world will die.
Oh, that's...
Plenumbra and Shalon.
Oh.
In this moment, what do you choose?
Hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
If you destroy all 3, you could destroy all 3 or destroy none of them. It's an all or nothing kind of a situation. If you don't, the soul gem will just sit there. Not really tormented, but not... It's a limbo state for the necromancer. And Racheli will continue to have you seek revenge and try to control you. So it's up to you.
Am I just the dagger? Is like my body present in some way?
It seems like your soul is made into a dagger's form. You can send urges, but no messages.
While he's just kind of sitting there, I'm going to knock the arrow of killing and keep it pointed at him just in case.
Better safe than sorry.
Can I speak to the others while in this form?
No, this is a...
I guess more
yeah.
what I'm asking, because like Hope is like thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Could I ask just for a flavor standpoint that his thoughts be spoke aloud, even though
The others...
it's unbeknownst to him?
The fairy will convey your thoughts if you wish it.
I have come too far to let one's innocent blood suffer for the others. Shalom did horrible things. Racheli, you have your wish. And I will not stoop to such low means. I will not pierce the 3 souls that stand in front of me.
You wish to spare Plenumbra's life.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Shalhan goes free as well, and those gems disappear from your sight. The dagger, she is trying to dig it into this gem, but it won't scratch the surface and just turns away. And she's going to drop to her knees, crying in frustration, and you are pulled back to your conscious self.
You see Warden ready to kill you.
And you don't take a breath. You don't really need to.
Hope will let go of the blade in his hand as it snaps back into his head.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the way he falls backwards is almost onto his back. But it's a little less... It's a bit uncomfortable how he shifts. His instinct is to breathe, and he does so. And he just holds a thumbs up to Warden.
May I roll an insight?
Mm-hmm.
You can?
So action is where...
Terrible. Natural 1.
What were you trying to glean? Is my first question.
Are you the same person that she knows?
Scott,
Mhm.
Warden has known me for upwards of 5 years.
You are a completely different creature in this moment. And have chosen to give up this revenge that has been stalking the back of your mind and the haunted gaze you just sometimes have when you're relaxing in these past few years. So, with a natural 1, let me roll a d4.
Now, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I bring that up is, out of everyone, Warden and Raybar. Well, Warden, Raybar, and Ulfgar, but Ulfgar's not here.
Mm-hmm.
With no hope the best.
Yes.
Could I, because this is directed towards me, willingly give Isla advantage? I know it kind of shakes up the whole thing.
Not quite.
I do want to point out that this could mean literally killing his character.
Yes.
So,
But the information you get, two sides of him, you see in his expression the exact same hope that you first saw on the first day of school. Going to classes with you, in the expression. But in the body language and the creature that he is now, it's as if Vecna has returned to the earth. And you're not 100% sure which way he's leaning.
I'm going to go evens odds on this. That was a natural 19. Odds was I take the shot. I'm sorry.
Hope holds up a thumb. Where do you aim?
At his heart.
With the arrow of killing out of the bow of killing.
Yeah, rolled to hit.
That was a 25.
25 to hit.
That will hit.
You don't fucking get advantage on this, by the way.
No.
Hope, you feel the impact throw you down onto the ground 30 feet away from where you were. As you let loose the arrow itself, though, it second-degree burns all down your arm as the magic unleashed from this thing could and will kill gods. As Hope, you are thrown down, not feeling anything except a small prickle as you look down and see your patron took the shot for you.
Then it would be Hope.
Hope looks... Part of him had been expecting this. Part of him likely would have welcomed it. And in this moment, he looks surprised.
Warden, after taking the shot, would have immediately dropped to the ground and started crying.
As soon as Balgan sees this, he still has his hand over Rosebud's eyes. He goes, "All right, we're going inside," and starts leading her away.
Is he okay?
We're going inside.
Tell me.
Hope looks up at his patron.
Down. She is small,
He's fine
and
for
she
now.
is tiny, and she is flickering out of existence.
I would have welcomed this. As he, he's, kind of in shock and looking at his patron and engaging in that, last conversation, so to speak.
One final trick.
Really? After all of this, I just meet you, and this is what you do.
I wanted to be a patron of irony, but it is a bit ironic.
Why choose this path? I would have welcomed death in this instance. What would you have me do now? That. And you can see his Rochelle, like the longsword that is Rochelle, either clatters to the floor or flies back into his head as he drops the scepter.
Smiling up at you, she grins, blood trickling down, that is bright green. The first, last, and only fairy to ever exist. And she says, Neopleurodon.
I'm sorry, I need that again. What?
And she
Neopleurodon.
dies, having one of the strangest final word from anyone spoken. A final trick for a trickster god in the making. And hope you feel a large part of your magic disappear.
Becomes the fighter.
Or a necromancer. You are part lich, and that is power in its own right.
Is there a way for me to ease my patrons' suffering as they move on? Anything at all. Whether that's me just pouring healing spells into him to make the pain easier.
She is gone in that moment she spoke the final word, and as she dies, the light in her wings dim and disappear, and the arrow drops to the floor, clattering glass upon stone. She disappears as well. The arrow will not even leave a fragment of a god's or patron's body left.
I will. The dragon, being that it's a dragon, is gonna fly over and like do the like circle thing around them, and put the wings so that way they can have their moment and they're not interrupted, and they can pass in peace.
Using the last bit of my fading warlock power. As I imagine it's kind of happening at the same time. Warden, you see the faintest of lights encircle you for a brief moment as you are on your knees. If you took damage, heal a d6, but I don't think you took any damage.
I have just a little bit of damage.
You'll heal 4 hit points.
I'm max.
As slowly he just... There is no hostility as his patron turns to dissipate and into ash. He does pick up the arrow. Or did the arrow disappear?
The arrow is non-magical anymore. It's just a hunk of very toughened glass like steel.
We'll put it in his bag for now. Then he will just... Gods have a funny way of doing things, don't they?
Is this to himself or to Warden?
It's loud enough that Warden could hear it.
And the last bit of patronly magic that goes in to heal you ends with a tinge of humorous forgiveness.
She's still crying inconsolably because she felt like she was forced to shoot her best friend, essentially.
Hope will slowly make his way over to Warden. As I use one of my bard slots to bring myself back from undeath, so to speak. Because I still have my bard magic.
Yep, you're still undead. But
And I will just,
yeah,
as I get closer to Warden, when Warden might expect an angry or frustrated expression, instead is one of worry.
She looks up at you, tears streaming down her face.
He starts to cry a bit himself and smiles, and I will put a hand on your shoulder if you will let me.
She will not.
Well, looks like he's safe, but best you get inside right now. Seems something did happen all the same, and I'd rather whatever's going on not hurt you.
As you say that, there's a crack in the stadium.
And there it is. He grumbles as he just tries to get Rosebud inside.
The magic of the duel and the sanctity of that fight being tarnished by both sides is enough to break this god's crown.
I think we need to get. Is it like rumbling and doing the everything's destroying around us, Indiana Jones style?
Yes, straight down the middle there's a crack, and then the magic that has been keeping this thing alive is slowly dissipating, and it's more just crumbling into space, not falling, just separating.
I think for us to leave.
As the color starts to return to his face.
Except it doesn't.
From the
Yeah,
healing.
You're still undead.
That's true. Thank you for trying.
We'll get another chance.
We'll have to make one. But I didn't go through with it. I won't risk the life of someone innocent. No matter what this does to me.
I appreciate that. But that still doesn't change what you are.
I know.
Are they talking with the mug open?
No.
Kind of figured, just had to ask to make sure.
And she will start floating over to the ship.
Yeah, and the crew on the ship is getting it out of the debris just in case it damages something.
Dragon stays for an hour, so I'm gonna have the dragon hang out with us.
Okay.
Balgan's going to try to get Rosebud to the below the deck to where she's safe, and then effectively act as her guard.
Because I have disguise, actually, do I still benefit from being a Glacia Tiefling?
You no longer.
Not necessarily.
I have the hat of disguise.
But
If you recognize that before you get on the ship, Warden will give it to you.
I keep typing TF2A after I look up spells. That's funny.
Rosebud has a 9 in athletics to push past you and try to get Hope.
Yeah, let me contest that.
That's okay. I still have bard slots. You see Hope take out his shaman just to play a small couple notes, as I will use that to bring the color back to my face properly.
Okay.
I have a 30, which is a natural 20. I don't think Rosebud is escaping.
She's doing her best and is going to continue trying.
As she does, Balg is going to shake his head.
Please.
Look, I know you want to talk to him. I will let you. Just allow me to first make sure it's safe for you. We just had all this happen. Just let me confirm it's safe, and then you can talk to him. No
She tries to cast another lightning lure, but she doesn't have any more first level slots.
As she does, he shakes his head. You realize what I am, right?
It doesn't matter. Is he okay? Where is he?
That's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to make sure he's okay, and then you can talk to him.
He's okay. I can feel it.
How?
I don't know. He's okay. Let me go to him.
If you'll give me 10 minutes, yes.
You have a new patron, buddy.
At this point, Beast would be walking up.
Balgan looks over to, if Beast is walking in, he's going to look over to Beast. Can you give me a confirmation about the situation of the,
She's going to try to sneak past you.
Beast with his 20 insight is going to shepherd's crook her.
Natural 19 for stealth, plus... Yeah, that's a 23. 22.
Okay. I'll do it.
I have to roll perception with advantage because of the shield.
And I'm right there. Yeah, we're all right in front of her. So
She's trying. She's doing a whole slippery slip underneath legs.
God, just because
I only got 15.
Advantage because he's basically holding her with the 19 earlier. Or not 19, 30 earlier.
Yeah, is she grappled, technically? Movement speed 0.
Since he had a hand on her shoulder there, or...
Disadvantage rolled a natural 18. That's a 21.
Damn.
So she does...
Also,
yeah?
I will also, because I have prestidigitation as a bard, will
Freshen yourself up on dead.
make a point to warm my skin, because it's likely cold.
Okay. I think that's more thaumaturgy, but close enough. Yeah, whatever.
Prestidigitation can do non-living material heating.
Yeah, he's not living, technically.
Lots of food stuff.
He's still technically living. The
I mean,
dead
technically-
skin, the dead skin on
Dead
your
is
surface and the
painful
clothes
stuff.
will be warm.
That is what he's going for.
Okay.
Food
You have
stuff?
heated clothes. So she does sneak past you guys into the hall. You guys notice pretty quickly this was just getting past you guys and she is rushing out.
Balgan just reaches to put a claw to his forehead. I swear.
Beast is gonna look at you.
And this is why I never married or had kids. Damn it, Rosebud!
It's not good, Balgan. Or that's
She
the wrong
sees
voice.
you and rushes towards you, Hope.
It's not good,
Running
Balgan.
towards you and jumping it.
And as she does, Balgan is behind, but he doesn't stop her. Instead, he pulls out a throwing knife, ready to toss it at Hope if Hope does anything wrong, with a look of "I will fucking kill you" in his eyes, as he watches Hope carefully.
Hope clocks that from Balgan and does understand.
But you know
But
the
despite his
whole thing of the small happy person and the very angry shadow. It's pretty much
Yeah.
that right going on with Balgan basically watching over Rosebud.
She
No,
is
I
doing a
prefer-
running leap jump hug.
Hope will take the hug.
Basically
And he will-
tackles you and holds you close, crying into your
Hope
arm.
will smile at Balgan. God, am I glad I took Bard cantrips. In your head, Balgan. And Rosebud would like to be able to hear this too, because I'm casting message.
Mhm.
I'm a little different, but I'm still me.
Good enough. Could not tell exactly what happened, but could tell something was wrong. Wanted to make sure first.
Something is wrong, and I'll have to go into detail about it later. But I am
Later.
okay.
Later. For now, you've got bigger priorities. And he just points over at Rosebud.
He is already hugging Rosebud.
Mhm.
And he then turns to Beast. We've got work to do. Let's get up top deck.
Yeah.
Giving Hope a pointed look of take some time before heading up there.
Yeah. I'm gonna have the dragon doing like patrol. By the way, Scott.
Yes,
for
so the
hour
dragon
that it's
comes
there.
back to you as it's seen something.
What is it, friend?
Points out, and at the same time,
It can't speak any language I can speak.
yeah, it's
So
pointing
speak
out,
common.
but the captain at the same time yells, behind us, let's do something. And you look behind you, see in the far distance, but approaching quickly, 3 ships. Giant
Everyone-
winged ships.
I'm not Raybar. I can't just be. I don't know how this boat works at the moment.
Well, there's nothing that Warden wants more than to go home right now.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
So I will say,
how-
if I need to read it gets close enough to the ship, Balgan's going to grab a piece of the debris and take it with him.
You take a
We-
piece
we
of
should,
the dead god, sure, okay.
He's taking a chunk for research.
Do you take
We
a chunk
should,
of the
get
actual
outta here.
stone, or are you trying to get the flesh?
Flesh.
Okay. That will take a bit of movement, but I'll allow it. The ships are far enough away if you guys
As
start
they
to
get ready,
move
he's
away.
gonna dash off and do it back. So he's going to dash off, grab the chunk, probably seal it in a jar or something, and then take it back.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. But you guys start to leave, and knowing generally where you wish to appear back in the realm according to your plans, and the crew has been already told this, I need everyone to roll charisma saving throws to see if you land in the correct place. I'll do one for the crew and the adventurers.
That is an
Scott,
8.
because it
That is a
sucks
2.
my shit.
That is
I have-
2.
So,
We ain't
do
getting
I
back where we
switch
want to.
warlock patrons? Or do I lose
We'll
my
get in,
warlock powers as a whole?
we will get into that in a second.
Well, it does apply to this saving throw. For now, roll without proficiency.
For now, roll without proficiency, sure.
Okay. It's still a 15.
Oh, but it does.
But
We
we got
both
double twos, so.
you double
and
twos,
mine-
yeah.
So
that
2-2, what was that, 15?
Yeah, it was 15.
15, and the who else? What else did you get?
8.
8. The crew rolled an 18, and the adventurers rolled a 19. So 3 out of 5 succeed, which is what you needed to not land in somewhere where you guys will not be able to get the ship out ever again.
That's good.
And you land out to sea. It is just about morning, so you get just enough glimpse of the stars that Beast, you can roll nature if you wish to generally figure out where you are.
That's right. I'm a druid with a +0 to nature. Let's do it.
Balgan, you can as well, even though you're
14.
from the city. It's still,
14.
14. Okay.
Can I just like perception it? But no, it's fine.
No.
That, or actually, I have an even better way to. It was to figure out where we are.
Mm-hmm.
My net's messing up. It was 14 or 15.
I'm gonna use 3rd level slot to cast Conjure Animals to conjure 8 owls The dragon goes away, and 8 owls appear, and or not owls. What's a fast bird?
Owl is the
Falcons.
slowest bird in almost, yeah.
Falcons. I will summon 8 falcons to
Falcons have been
zoom out
summoned.
30 minutes worth of fly time in the 8 directions, cardinal and non-cardinal. I forget what those are called. And then take that time to fly back to me and tell me what they see.
Okay. There's land in 2 directions, and in one of them, the falcons have died, and they are absolutely dead.
Yeah, I would know that right away as soon as they died.
So that was the east ones. The south ones tell of a landmass with a very, very large army around the area.
Oh. Okay.
We're on the far west side of the world, I think.
Depends. We could be, like, up in here. Where's New Glory? Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I think we're by New Glory.
Ow, we really fucked up where we're landing. Oh, no, we wanted to go to New Glory.
Yeah.
That's right. I thought we wanted to go back to, Sapphire.
No.
But yeah. Just out of curiosity, what the ones to the north see?
The north ones took a bit of distance, but before they dived off and whatever, there was some mountains in the very, very far distant north, like frigid more areas. So you guys, judging by where you're at and a map of the world and the army, you can guess that you are just west of New Glory and just north of a place called Second Landing, which is where the armies of Anua have been gathering to attack New Glory.
You guys see Beast basically stand with both of his arms out. He's got, like, wicked long arms and, 4.5 foot arms. And you see all, 6 of the Falcons landed. He's just, like, cawing at them, having a conversation.
And it's assumed that the 2 that went east were brutally destroyed by whatever's defending New Glory.
Right. And I will relay all of that information, where we are, situation, fact that east has a lot of death.
We can't go in because we're infected.
You are supposed to go into the armies of Anua.
Yeah.
The unsuspecting ones.
There was no time frame on that, right?
Yeah, but when you're this close, if you purposely avoid it, they're, somebody may be pissed.
It was more of like we should all take a day to rest.
It will take you about a day to get there.
Oh, okay. Shit. Beast doesn't have one. Never mind. Where's Sam? Sam's on the other boat, right? With
yes,
Raybar?
With Raybar and Ulfgar, who have just received a letter, and I am probably going to set up a 1 or 2 shot with them someday.
Okay. Cool. Because I was gonna say, somebody should I was literally saying somebody should contact Sam to explain what's going on.
Yes, but for now, that 1 shot or 2 shot will happen before this.
Everyone's gonna get to make new random characters to come do a party with Ulfgar and Raybar.
I mean, it may just be them 2 because we'll get an hour where Ulfgar can actually play.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a problem for down the line. As you guys are drifting into the morning, needing a rest from 2 vastly intense, one a naval battle, one a battle on top of a dead god's crown arena throne thing. you will unpack this next week. And you know the meme about I killed a peasant or I killed a party member, how much XP do I get? Killing a patron and becoming a lich, honestly, and having the milestone of completing that arc, that for the most part is enough to level you guys up, I would say.
Now, Scott, I sent you a subclass that's not part of your approved materials, but it's literally what you're describing if you wanted to convert my patron.
Yeesh. Well, here's
It is
the
the undead
question.
The question?
Yeah, I'll look into this, but the main question is which level do you wish to take? Because if you do not wish to go into the warlock route, like if you do not wish to level again in warlock, then those levels can be distributed among your bard in whatever class you take. Well, we'll go over it, but basically this next level will decide if you wish to take a level in warlock, you will be on your path to be your own patron.
That's actually kind of a huge decision.
Yes, that's why this week you will think about it. And everyone, congratulations on leveling up. Those who know what you're going into can roll HP right now. It was very quickly. There was a very quick level up, but
Do we reroll ones?
yes. Unless you're a barbarian, then you can reroll 2s because D12s. Yeah.
All right, up to level 15.
Level 15. You are officially gold rank at level 15. That's the official. But yeah.
I'm just gonna roll a what's a druid? Am I? I am
I
confused.
think it's D8 is druid.
I'm gonna roll. Oh, I got 8. Hell yeah!
Nice.
Depending on what happens with the few shot, I don't know if I'm gonna be playing Raybar or Beast. So
Yeah.
we will see.
I now have access to infinite rage.
Oh, fuck. Undying Rage?
Persistent rage. Beginning at 15th level, your rage is still fierce ends early only if you fall unconscious or if you choose to end it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Starts going on jogs in the morning, raging the entire time.
I get
Angry cooking.
I get ASI no matter what I do. So I'm going to take Sorcerer on Raybar. Sorcerer.
Don't level up
D6.
Raybar just yet, because we're going to have that one shot with Raybar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm taking sharpshooter, Scott.
Do sorcerers get anything else?
Good plan.
And for level 8? Forget.
I'm not sure.
Or do they just get ASI? They just get ASI and an extra 4th. Yeah. Extra 4th level and an ASI. That's okay. That's fine. Raybar needs ASI desperately. So, when he does level up.
God, I've got 2 ideas. I'm going to DM you the other one.
Yeah, okay.
With the
Knowledge
mention
of tragedy.
I mean, low key, that is an idea.
Mm-hmm.
But I've already got my Bard subclass, so I can't take another one.
No,
The other one
unfortunately.
would
Well,
require a bit of finagling on your part. When it comes to my scores.
Yeah, we'll go through it this week, but yeah, I'll look over it, but let's see.
I'm debating whether or not I want to get another +1 to my saving throws for spells on Raybar when he does level up, or if I want to just give me a +5 in dexterity.
I mean, I will say, because this is a pretty fun introduction to that one shot, you and Ulfgar will receive a letter, a summons, and a very, very long legal document through the Adventurers Guild, the Hunters Clan mainly the Hunter's Clan official, like, we're talking cream of the crop notaries, whatever, an invitation from Plenumbra to dinner. And the legal contract involves an absolution from any crimes that you or the party has ever committed. And a sworn promise of non-aggression on either end for, like, the entire approaching the dinner, at the dinner, leaving the dinner, everything
Covers
involved.
all the bases.
Yes.
Because Raybar, after dealing with the Fae and being pseudo-Fae himself, can I... That's actually a question.
If you
With the
get this
crown,
looked over by a lawyer who's not a vampire,
I want to have it looked over by the Unseelie.
Okay, fair enough. They can look it over because you're, you know, you're part of them. You're in that way. They basically say, this is ridiculously pedantic and overblown.
Okay.
Like, it is over the top in the sense of, hey, you really will not be in danger from her. Like, we're talking almost signed in blood sort of situation of non-aggression. And it seems from her letter that she is thankful for you and specifically Ulfgar as well for something that you've done.
Oh no. Wait. What have we done? Me and Ulfgar are the ones who've done, like...
Yeah, Italy.
Like, yeah. I am confused. I've gone off and fucked off.
Yeah, she doesn't say what it is, but there is one other thing. If you attack her, though, or anybody that she cares about...
Yeah, it's a mutual non-aggression
then
pact.
everything's off and she will murder you, absolutely. Or
worse. It's mutual non-aggression.
Mm-hmm.
It's a parlay, is what's happening.
It is a parlay. So that is the source of the one-shot, what you guys will be doing.
So, while you guys are all fucking off in the Astral Sea, Raybar is polishing his rifle. Potentially.
So he's planning to do Texas divorce. Say right.
Shut the fuck up, Texas divorce.
No, he's right.
No, he's right. That's what broke. That's why it's funny.
That's funny.
I can confirm being Texas.
Being Texas, you are the entire state of Texas.
I have always been the entire state of Texas.
I've been part of it. I've been the entire Houston.
Ew, I'm sorry.
Yeah, South Houston.
Yep.
Fun times.
I'm assuming that's more like towards Baytown, right?
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun.
Baytown, fucking shit. What was it? Where the space center is? I forget.
Yeah, my school was like NASA street. My, yeah, it was. Anyway, thank you guys for playing. What a session.